This right here, why we can't get nowhere. Watch this.
A New York man officials are calling the last surviving Nazi collaborator. Authorities say the 94-year-old came here in 1949, hiding his past as an armed guard in a brutal Nazi prison camp. He was stripped of his citizenship years ago, but he remained here in the U.S. That is until now. And ABC's Tara Palmieri is here with the story. Tara, good morning.
Good morning, Paula. Yaqub Pauli has been living in the shadows for decades. A man authorities say is the last known surviving Nazi collaborator on U.S. soil. Until now, living in Queens, New York. His presence there bringing on years of outrage from the surrounding community. But this morning, he's been deported to Germany at the direct order of President Trump.
President Trump.
ABC News was there exclusively as ICE agents wheeled Yaqub Pauli from his New York home.
Sir, are you a Nazi?
You're watching a now frail 95-year-old man
95 years old.
finally being deported for his alleged role as an armed guard at a Nazi death camp in Poland decades after his alleged involvement.
Any regrets, sir? Do you have any regrets?
Justice Department...
Pause. Fast forward.
Pauli was complicit in the deaths
Let's
of
go.
thousands of...
Pause, let's go forward to the next thing.
Don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts.
Yeah, let's see what they did to a 95-year-old man. Now we're going to go to this.
As a bunch of white supremacists, along with media, as you can see, which by the way, if one of these companies, I'm going to zoom in here, if one of these companies
This is Jerry Jones,
designed a
1957.
camera that looked like this, they would make a thing right now. Jerry Jones, right there, was spotted in the crowd with a bunch of white supremacists
Look at it.
who
Jerry Jones.
confronted black students
Jerry Jones. There you
at
go, right
North
there.
Little Rock
This is
High.
1957.
This is in the 50s, 1957. He's from Arkansas.
So you see the photos, pause.
His track record,
And we're going to go to what Stephen A. What was the guy name in Django? Samuel L. Jackson. What was his name? Huh? Stevens. This is the new Stevens right here.
Cowboys. Not a hot take. Literally his...
Let's see what he say.
Very fond of Jerry Jones.
Look.
And I'm not hiding that from anybody.
Look.
Is his record perfect?
Very fond.
No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
Listen to it.
One report, our report said he was 14 years old.
14 years old.
Another report said he was 15 years old. At minimum, that's 65 years ago.
65 years ago.
You're going to bring up a picture of Jerry Jones standing at this protest. No question what was happening is not
Look at
something
this.
that anybody as a black person should be appreciative about. We had 6 students at that particular North Little Rock High School that was trying to
Damn, broke it down.
desegregate the school.
No one should be okay with it.
Nobody
No one
with
should be
that.
okay. That's what
We
they saying.
understand that. We get all of that. We also understand what we as black people and as black folks, black men have to deal with. And by the way, to some degree, we still deal with a lot of things. And we all
Still
know
dealing with it.
racism is alive and well. Bigotry and prejudice is alive and well. We get all of that. But you're going to bring up a photo of him when he was 14, 15 years old. 65 or 66 years ago.
65 years ago.
This is where cancer culture gets into the mix. And you're making an attempt to eradicate him, what he stands for, and all he has done. And by the way, I don't have a problem with the photo. I don't have a problem. If he was 30, 35, 40 years old, that's different.
Right.
14, 15 years old. 14, 15 years old.
Right.
But we're going to lean on somebody when he was 14, born and raised in the South. And we're going to pick it up 66 years later to say, you know something?
Yeah.
You ain't hire a black coach. I think that's pretty low.
This is why we ain't never gonna get nowhere as a people. This is why we never go get nowhere as a people. Now you just saw where they went to New York. They actually protested a 95-year-old man that was in Poland as a Nazi guard. And they scoped this man out after decades and deported him. They actually didn't have a country to send him back to. They didn't even have a country to send him back to. He got deported back to Germany at 95. Now that's what happened to the other peoples, right? That's what happened to the other people. But this is what Stephen A. Smith says about his own people. And then he put in the disclaimer that we know how racism affected black people. We know that it was egregious or whatever kind of words he's always using. And you said this man, I don't have anything against this man. Even though he ain't hired a black coach. This is why we never get nowhere in this country. Because of Negroes like this. These are the people that entertain us, and they pacify what people has done to us. But when they magnify what things have been done to other people, they magnify it. They use big words to try to throw us off. Words that they define themselves. This is why I don't like this country. This is why we ain't never go get nowhere as a people, because we have hypocrisy like this. And that people can't see this. And a lot of people don't even know this. They're not even aware of this. They going and finding Nazis all over the United States and deporting them. But when you talk about Jerry Jones, an owner who did not support football players kneeling in protest against what police has done to their colored people, we the biggest jokes. That's why we ain't never getting nowhere, because we got people like this that we entertain by, that pacify us and pacify these situations as if there is nothing wrong with it. I don't agree with it. I think Jerry Jones should be canceled. That's what I think. If you go cancel Kyrie Irving for a post and say because it was hate-filled, why wouldn't you cancel him when he in a crowd of white supremacists going against black people? Do you know how many atrocities we had to endure in this country? Way more than the other people. It was 6 million of them. It was hundreds of millions of us that endure rape, buck breaking, kidnapping, lost our culture, lost our lost our nationality. We lost everything. And then had to serve in this damn country. These people that own everything. That's what I don't like. I just don't agree with this, and this is the reason why we ain't never go get nowhere. Y'all blew up the Kyrie Irving stuff. Tried to say he was the big word that I can't even use, because if I do, they go shut my videos down, which they have. I done made like 2 or 3 videos, and neither one of them could get posted because of the stuff that I was saying. That's how big these people are. They can shut your voice down. When you have no voice, you have no value. Period. I'm sick of it. It's so hypocritical. And if you can't see it in this video, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you.